Didn't want to make another video about this, but again, I have to debunk some nonsense that's being spread around by the top channels. The first one being, I've been hearing that, I'm not gonna say which YouTuber fextralife, but I've been hearing that, you know, you should be using certain spells if you wanted to, say for example, play a mage character. So one of the spells that were being a couple of spells that were being mentioned to be used is things like Comet de Jour and Magma Shot, amongst other nonsense things like Meteorite of Astel. And I just want to give you guys a good, like really good example of like why you shouldn't listen to everything that's being said by what I would consider slop. So I'm going to be showing you spells that are similar FP to the ones that they're telling you to use and why you shouldn't use them. Don't use Magma Shot. That spell is like hot shit, like it's ass. It's the shit you walk over the road that you step over. Don't use Comet de Jour, also ass. You know why it's bad? Because you shouldn't play this game like Elden Ring. That's the whole premise of this video. This game is not Elden Ring, this is Nightreign. Combat and other fundamentals are pretty much the same, yes, but in terms of what's going to be effective, don't treat this game like you're just going to treat it like Elden Ring, drink your infinite FP and just shoot a Kamehameha across the stage. Not going to happen, buddy. It's not. Me and my guardian right here is going to tell you it's not going to happen. So I'm going to be referencing another spell. It's a crystal spell being, what's this shit name? Crystal Torrent, right? The channel was making a reference that you should pick up Comet de Jour. You know, a lot of damage or whatever, cool. It costs 40 FP to activate and 10 like for each consecutive input you do to hold the stream. So this is the damage it's gonna do, and I'm assuming this is gonna be the distance you'll be at for like a majority of your time playing as a mage. That did 892 damage, and that used my whole FP bar. Now we're gonna look at same distance on Crystal Torrent, which costs less FP. Notice how we already eclipsed Comet de Jour by almost 2 times for half the FP cost. Yeah, we drained ourselves on both casts, but the point is that I could stop halfway with the spell and I would still do the exact same damage I did with Comet de Jour. Yeah, it's almost like I did more damage and I'm almost at half my FP bar. Don't use Comet de Jour. This shit is actually garbage. If you're point blank like a shotgun, then yes, the spell is gonna do a lot of damage. Oh wow, it's doing a freaking shit ton. Wow, it did a lot of damage. Okay, but let me ask you this: what boss hasn't moved around for more than 1 frame to where you could get this spell off? Huh? What boss, what enemy can you show me that will stay there for the full fucking 7 seconds you have to unload on your target? Yeah, no one. Exactly, that's my exact point. And the distance you're going to be at when you're casting spells usually is going to be too damn far for you to be in the effective range, just like I said in my bow video, where you have to be closer than you think so that you can actually get the bow to do more damage. Same thing with Comet de Jour. Even when they're knocked down, something like Glintstone Comet Shard costs 17 FP. 1, 2, 3, 4 casts, and you're doing more damage than Comet de Jour. Even when they're knocked down, something like Glintstone Comet Shard costs 17 FP. 1, 2, 3, 4 casts, and you're doing more damage than Comet de Jour. 4 casts. You still have a quarter of your FP bar, damn near. Don't use Comet de Jour and listen to these freaking half-baked guides that they give you on YouTube that just get millions of views and thousands of views because people just don't know any better. Another prime example, Magma Shot, right? If you don't know, this spell costs freaking 16 FP. That's a lot for what this spell is actually offering you. You would think that is good because it leaves these like lava clusters on the floor. It's like, oh wow, that looks pretty good. You know, you're doing spread damage, you know, fine and dandy. And then when you max charge it, right? Oh wow, probably 400, yeah, 424 damage. Doesn't seem too bad. Okay, well again, what enemy is really gonna stay there for the full lava damage? And you can't even move around while you're casting this. You might as well call me Sebastian, the freaking skeleton summon, because I can't fucking move. Meteorite of Astel. Do you know how bad the spell is? If anyone has played Elden Ring at all, it's good on big bosses. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like, you know, this has no use cases. It has use cases on larger bosses, sure. But look at the FP drain. That's a lot. Kind of similar to Common du Jour. And especially if you're on like a basic enemy. Even if you wanted to consider this as like your like penultimate spell for when the boss is staggered or something, let's just pretend this is the boss staggered. If he was like a humanoid enemy, right? And then you're draining all your shit. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, you only did 956 damage, and now you have no more FP. You know what would have done more damage if you just spammed it? Same thing. Glintstone Comet Shard. A really good spell. And I have more than half my FP bar back, and I did more damage than Meteor out of Estelle. The Meteors, I don't know if you know, but they are RNG, and it's not like you targeting and even kissing the fucking enemy is making it going to hit them. I actually whiffed even more that time. Actually deplorable spell. Do not pick this up unless you have the space for it or it has good passives and you just feel like taking more risks and having more RNG into your life. Hey, not my playthrough, you know, I don't really care. Some spells you want to be looking out for if you actually want to play a mage character that are good, so that you just don't hear me telling you what not to use. Things like Star Shower. The FP cost is decently high, 23, but it's going to be doing a lot of damage relative to the FP cost. Glintstone Comet Shard, phenomenal spell. It's prolific in doing its job of being consistent damage for a slightly less than average FP cost. If you want to use Comet, you can too. It's the damage difference from Comet Shard to Comet is going to be very negligible, so I wouldn't use it. But if you wanted to, again, not my game, don't care. Even Glintstone Pebble. This is the basic starting spell for the Recluse. It's, again, decent if you just need something to spam from far away, if you just need to get some extra chip damage in, or use something that has low FP. Things like Stars of Ruin, a very good spell as well. Glint Blade Phalanx is a good defensive spell for if someone tries to rush you. Renala's Full Moon, this is a really good spell, and I say this because it's going to lower their magic resistance. Even though it comes at a 47 FP cost, not only is this spell going to be doing a lot of damage on the initial cast, but subsequent magic casts from you will be doing increased damage. So it just makes sense to start the fight like this, because look, 302, 904, it's doing significantly more damage per cast compared to if you didn't use it at all. All right, let's see how. Right. Okay, we're again. 5 casts. 13, 15, right? No debuff. Moon at him. We're gonna moon him with Renala's big black cheeks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15, 10 compared to 13, 15. 200 extra damage. That makes a difference. More slop channels are like Craze Gaming, which I actually don't think he cares about the game at all, which is ironic because he has gaming in his name. He'll make a video about a new Elden Ring game, but he doesn't care about the game. You know why? Because he drops it immediately after. He just gets his bag and he leaves, and people always watch it, and I don't get it. He doesn't care about the game. He's not gonna tell you good information. Another slop channel, Rage Gaming. It's like just a little bit better than Prison Food, but it's still dog shit, because they'll tell you the most basic shit like, oh, if you go and get passives, you know, it's gonna make you stronger. Don't sleep on them. Tell me in the comments if you were sleeping on passives, because I think anyone with a brain actually read the shit and they realized that it was good to use. So it's like, just examples like these, it's like, bro, come on. People listen to these channels so much and it's just slop. Just like I saw another just like horrid take to like never use a dual hammer setup. Say for example, if you're playing the Raider or the Wilder, which I don't know why you wouldn't do that because it makes a lot of sense. For a lot of reasons. The main thing you want to make sure you're paying attention to while you're playing this game is you want to be doing either high stagger, inflicting bleed, or frost. Those are the 3 things that I would say matter the most, because all 3 of these things are going to make the enemy stagger. More staggers, more damage for you. That's free because they're not moving. Not moving equals good. So things that will cause this is going to be really good, and that's why doing a dual great sword or great axe setup is going to be really good for you. I don't know why this person would say not to use like this jumping attack, spamming this. Really good. It's doing a lot of it's doing a lot of stance damage, and you want to be spamming stance damage as much as you can. So a lot of like fully charged R2s whenever you can squeeze them in. Not saying to just replace your whole moveset or game plan with just fully charged or just spamming jump attacks, but ideally you're gonna want to squeeze these in as much as you can, because I don't know like why people are saying not to do this, but this makes a lot of sense, and I've won a lot of my runs like this. Like I'm not gonna tell you freaking nonsense. I've played 56 games, 62 hours in the game, won 17 times, a win streak of 4. Like I'm not just telling you shit that makes no sense, right? If you want to see more videos like this to just debunk the general slop that's on the internet, let me know. It's not going to be a similar ranting video, but if you want more things like this, then just let me know.